Hello everybody, big welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how to make a Dakota fire hole. I've got my my shovel here, which packs down really small to the size of that, so it's a good folding shovel. I think it only weighs around a kilogram or something, maybe even less. I picked this up for £2 at a car boot sale, and this is what I'm going to be using to make my Dakota fire hole. All a Dakota fire hole is 2 holes dug down with connected underneath. One side is where you have your fire and the other side is where the oxygen flows into it, and this is a really good stealth fire and a fire to cook over because it produces little to no smoke and it's really invisible to anybody walking around because it is done below the soil level. So yeah, without further ado, I'll get into making it.
Beside her, I am the better man. When I look to leave her, I always stagger back again. Once I built an ivory tower so I could worship from above.
So then, here I've dug a hole about that deep. The depth of my shovel, I don't know, maybe 8 inches or something, I don't know. It doesn't have to be too big. I'm having a small Dakota fire hole today, but these are really versatile. You can make them as big or small as you want. And all I'm going to do now is leave a gap about there and dig another hole. Then I'll show you what we'll do after that. So then, I've dug this hole here, which is a little bit smaller than this hole here. This hole here is where the fire is actually going to be sat in. And this hole here is going to be the oxygen hole, which is going to be giving the oxygen to the fire, because it's down, the wind doesn't travel down unless you're like blowing on it, but then so you can't get oxygen to it unless you blow on it, but then if you do that, all your face will get burnt. So you need this hole here to blow oxygen through and for oxygen to also come under and then up through it. But the only problem is there is a wall separating them. So what we're going to do is, the wall is about, I don't know, 2 inches thick, 3 inches thick. So you're just going to tunnel about 3 inches down and to make a little bit of an opening, a little bit of a hole for the oxygen to go into there. So I'll just do that now. Something I just wanted to say about the Dakota fire hole, it is prone to flooding because obviously it's just a hole in the ground, so if the rain starts to come, the Dakota fire hole isn't going to be really good for that. But you can easily build a little roof over it. You just put some sticks either side and lay them on a diagonal, then you can lay sticks across to make a little roof hut, and I might do that in a later video, but all I'll do now is I will make a little opening between the 2 holes. So then, the Dakota fire hole is finished, and here's the opening there. I can fit my arm through it. That should be how you want it, the hole, so a lot of oxygen can actually get through it. And now the next process is to light the fire in this hole here, so I'll get to doing that now. Then I'll explain a bit more about how it works. So then guys, now it's time to light up the Dakota fire hole. All I've got is some dry dead sticks down there, and that's just to raise it off the ground as you would do with a normal fire. And all I'm going to do is, I'll grab a little bit more birch bark. I'm just going to light up this cotton pad here. Come on. There we go. We'll lay that down there. Then we'll put the birch bark straight on top. Just like that. And then all I'll do is I will put my thin twigs on top of that, and then my second thinnest twigs on top, and round this side here I can just blow into it. Just like that there. And what you can do after that is you can lay some twigs across like that. Now you can put your pan on top of there. Now you can cook anything. You can lay a roof horizontal like that, or diagonal like that. And yeah, this is a really good fire if it's not peat, dry peaty ground, otherwise that can actually catch on fire and can be quite dangerous. So yeah, that's the Dakota fire hole right there. I'll just leave you to watch it for a minute. So then, while we're here, I'd just like to talk about some of the pros and cons about the Dakota fire hole. I'll start off with the pros. So it's basically invisible once the flames have died down a little bit to passers-by, which makes it a really good stealth fire. It's really good to cook stuff. It gets really hot down there, and I think it gets hot enough to forge metal. It can be weatherproofed easily by building a little roof over it. And it's easy to blow oxygen into it, and an easy fire to maintain really, because you can just lay sticks across it or feed it through the gap. And it is an all-round good fire really. I really like this fire lay. Some people don't like it as much, but I'm one of the people who do. Let's talk about some of the cons now. Well, one of the cons is that it can get flooded easily if you don't weatherproof it by building a roof on top. The second con is that it is easy to lose if you just, like I said, it's kind of invisible to people passing by once it's died down. So if you go out to collect some wood, come back, you might not be able to find your fire again. Another con is that they aren't that warm, because they are underground below soil level. A lot of the heat gets trapped in the soil and doesn't produce that much around everybody, well, around you, sat around the fire. But it is a really good cooking fire. That's what I use it mostly for. You can use it to forge some metals, like I said. Yeah, that was a Dakota fire hole. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Bye.
I'm down to be set free. She took me in again. There's a bee.